Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The close relationship between Sister Wives stars Kody Brown and Meri Brown has been put to the test throughout time by sorrow, distance, and difficult decisions. Beginning in 2010, Kody Brown's journey on Sister Wives featured his several marriages to Christine, Janelle, and Meri. In 1990, Kody married Meri legally. In 1993, he married Janelle spiritually, and in 1994, he married Christine. The show's initial seasons tracked their unified family life as they relocated from Utah to Las Vegas and then to Arizona. Kody and his wives attempted to portray a supportive, if complicated, poly-family dynamic while they were under public scrutiny. With time, fissures developed. Tension arose when Kody formally married Robyn, his fourth wife, in 2014 after divorcing Meri for custody issues. He and Meri's relationship deteriorated, particularly following a catfishing incident. Citing emotional maltreatment, Christine departed in 2021, and Janelle did the same in 2022. Kody is still only with Robyn as of 2025. As a result of chronicling these ups and downs, the show has evolved into an honest examination of the disintegration of a formerly cohesive polygamist family. Meri seems to have been the wife Kody wounded the most during it all. Discover the pivotal moments that show how their relationship fell apart by continuing to read. Meri became Kody's first legal wife when they were married in April 1990. They added 3 more wives to their family throughout the years: Robyn in 2010, Christine in 1994, and Janelle in 1993. Since polygamy is prohibited in the U.S., Kody's previous marriages were spiritual unions, even though he was legally married to Meri. Kody was able to uphold several relationships while being inside the law because to this arrangement. The TLC reality show Sister Wives, which debuted in 2010, highlighted their relationship. Meri consented to a formal divorce from Kody in 2014, which gave him the legal right to wed Robyn. In order to give Robyn's 3 children from a previous marriage legal rights and advantages within the family, this decision was made to enable Kody's adoption of them. Meri and Kody maintained the basis of their relationship by remaining spiritually married even after their official separation. Meri emphasized the value of family unity over individual feelings and stated that her decision was motivated by a desire to assist Robyn's children. The emotional pressure in Meri and Kody's relationship increased after the formal divorce. Their relationship became much more strained after Meri's 2015 catfishing incident, which caused emotions of alienation and betrayal. Meri began to feel excluded as Kody's attention gradually turned more to Robyn. After 32 years of dating, Meri declared their split in January 2023, claiming that Kody had made the decision to break up with her. Their long-standing relationship came to an end as a result, underscoring the difficulties of polygamous relationships. Kody Brown has shown a complicated and changing dynamic in their relationship, as evidenced by his noticeably erratic response to Meri's 2015 catfishing episode. At first, Kody seemed to be on Meri's side, saying he wanted to shield Meri and the family from the emotional damage. He underlined the value of solidarity and implied that the catfishing scenario constituted an outside danger to their relationship. But as time went on, Kody's viewpoint changed. He blamed Meri for being in denial about the nature of her online activities, seeing them as an affair rather than a victimization, and acknowledged that he was extremely angry over the episode. Kody and Meri's emotional distance grew as a result of this change in his posture. Following the controversy, Kody stated in later Sister Wives seasons that the marriage had dissolved and that their intimacy and trust had significantly decreased. The underlying conflicts persisted despite attempts to resolve them through open communication and therapy. Their final split was mostly caused by Kody's erratic support and the lingering emotional effects of the catfishing episode. Around the time his relationship with Robyn was getting more serious, in 1990, Kody melted down the wedding ring Meri gave him when they got married. Christine claims that Kody claimed he did it to release any emotional grip Meri may have had on him, implying he no longer valued their relationship. Instead of representing affection, he saw the ring as a sign of authority or duty. When Meri learned, she was devastated and believed their love was over. The conduct demonstrated the tension that had grown in their multiple marriage. After giving birth to her only child, Leon, in 1995, Meri struggled with fertility. After experiencing a miscarriage in the middle of the 2000s, she looked into IVF and even surrogacy. Kody hesitated to accept Robin Brown's offer to serve as a surrogate. He acknowledged that he wasn't very interested in having additional kids with Meri during Season 4 of Sister Wives. Despite the challenges they had already encountered, Meri still hoped to grow their family, but his lack of enthusiasm caused emotional isolation. Kody revealed later in the series that he was finally glad they didn't try to have more kids. He said that it wouldn't have been fair to bring a child into their already unstable marriage, which had been going on for years. Meri acknowledged that it took 5 years to conceive Leon and that their relationship had soured. After more than 30 years of spiritual and legal partnership, their argument over expanding their family revealed deeper rifts in their relationship and was one of the numerous factors that led to their emotional estrangement and final split. Because he felt a unique connection with Robin and hoped all of his wives would feel the same way, Kody wanted Meri to be more like Robin. He expressed his desire to raise every wife up to the same degree of divine love as he felt with Robin in an open interview. Meri, on the other hand, insisted on being unique, since she felt that this expectation was unjust. According to her, Kody should value each wife for who she is and not look to them to be a replica of Robin's character or their relationship with him. Janelle's and Christine's reactions to Kody's Robin parallels were similar. They believed it to be unjust. According to Janelle, Kody never expressed to them his desire for their relationships to resemble his with Robin. She believes that things may have gone differently if he had. Christine concurred and referred to Kody's story as revisionist history, claiming that he never made an effort to develop the same strong relationship with them as he did with Robin. Kody Brown stated that despite their difficult past, he and Meri Brown remain friends in the opening segment of the Sister Wives Tell-All. He revealed that despite everything they've been through together, they still care for one another. According to Kody, they currently have a respectful relationship that prioritizes candid communication for the benefit of the family. He wanted fans to understand that despite their breakup, they still have a bond and are making an effort to maintain a positive relationship. Kody didn't hold back while pointing out their issues, despite claiming that he and Meri are still friends on Sister Wives. Kody claimed at the tell-all that Meri frequently refused to adapt or compromise, which he believed made their problems worse. Some admirers questioned the sincerity of the friendship after reading his negative remarks. Even though Kody talked about care and respect, his annoyances revealed that friction still exists. His conflicting messages made it apparent to viewers that their relationship is still complex. She would pretend to be your best friend, then totally disregard you and offend you, Jen added. That's absolutely messed up. Like, either act like a jerk or don't. During a confessional, Meri talked about her previous friendship with Robin, stating that it was a good one and that she felt very solid in it. We were very close, she added. Then it began. A division appeared. More recently, on the May 25th edition of the Sister Wives One-on-One special, Meri made fun of Kody and Robin's relationship. Sister Wives star Meri Brown talked on why she won't take responsibility for her conflict with Robin Brown, the last wife of ex-Kody Brown. The mother of one spoke out about how their relationship has changed in recent years after Robin, 46, accused Meri, 54, of not reciprocating her efforts to mend their fractured friendship. Meri said, "You are having this pain about me leaving. That's a you thing." In a teaser video for the Sunday, June 8th edition of Sister Wives One-on-One that was broadcast on E! News. After host Sukanya Krishnan reiterated Robin's admission that she had given up on them working out their disagreements, she made the comment. "That is not mine," Meri said, "but it is yours to carry." Meri then asserted that her relationship with Robin was damaged by the dissolution of her marriage to Kody, 56, and that this was not her fault. She said that as a member of the Brown multiple family, she was constantly expected to put other people's needs ahead of her own. "For a lot of times, a lot of years, I was trying to take the blame," she stated. "I needed to really learn to let that go." When reflecting on her current relationship with Robin, Meri said she no longer felt the connection they formerly had. "I just don't feel like it's there, which is really just unfortunate," she stated to me. Kody's first wife, Christine Brown, departed from him in November 2021. According to In Touch, Kody and Meri jointly announced their split in January 2023, while Janelle Brown left the businessman in December 2022. During their marriages to Kody, Meri and Robin were close, but they broke up after the former owner of Lizzie's Heritage and left the Brown clan. During season 19 of the TLC show, Meri was candid about her emotions for Robin, and their current relationship was documented. In the April 20th episode, she informed friend Jen Sullivan, "There are so many people who believe she was a fraud, a liar, and a manipulator," regarding Robin. After criticizing Jen for giving her ex-sister wife a reportedly critical look, Meri said that the TV personality was cautious and overly protective of her. Jen went on, "I don't think it was intentional manipulation," and Meri concurred. "I do think that Kody Brown decided that he had this new person that was this new insider with him, and then it just became them against everybody else." When Sakanya, 53, said that Kody wanted to raise every wife up to the same divine love as he had with Robin, Meri argued that she was mistaken. "I don't think that's fair for him to even say," she replied. "Because Robin is our destiny? I'm Meri and I apologize. Robin is not who I will be. Robin is not someone I want to be. I do not want to be her. I'm going to be my own person." Kody Brown has hurt Meri the most, but are they still friends? The emotional toll, betrayal, and lingering ties that keep their relationship complicated. In the sprawling emotional wreckage of Sister Wives, where polygamy once promised unity and spiritual growth, few stories are more tragic, or more complex, than that of Kody Brown and Meri Brown. From being Kody's first and legally wedded wife to becoming the most publicly sidelined figure in the Brown family, Meri has arguably suffered the deepest wounds. The question many fans keep asking, though, is whether there's anything left between the two. Are Meri and Kody still friends? Or has every last thread been cut? The truth is far more layered than a simple yes or no. For years, Meri held the position of being Kody's original partner, the woman who, back in 1990, married a young, idealistic man with dreams of building a plural family. At first, their relationship seemed promising. Meri supported Kody's desire to expand their family through spiritual marriages. She accepted the emotional challenges of sharing her husband. But somewhere between the birth of new wives, the birth of children, and Kody's eventual emotional detachment, the relationship between Meri and Kody crumbled, and it crumbled in front of millions of viewers. Kody's hurtful actions toward Meri have been both passive and overt. He stopped being affectionate. He admitted publicly that he had no desire to rekindle intimacy. And even though Meri tried, repeatedly, to fix their relationship, Kody met her halfway with indifference, deflection, or worse, rejection. The infamous "we're just friends" moment came like a hammer to Meri's heart, a line that Kody repeated without empathy in front of the cameras, stunning not just Meri but also the rest of the wives. It wasn't just that Kody had fallen out of love with Meri, it was that he no longer respected or cared enough to protect her dignity. And yet, Meri stayed. For years. Why? That's where this story turns inward. Meri, despite being publicly humiliated, held on to hope. Hope that Kody would change. Hope that the emotional abandonment would turn back into partnership. Hope that their shared history, their memories, their son Leon, their roots, would somehow tether them to one another. But the longer she waited, the worse things got. Fans will remember the emotional toll of the catfishing scandal, during which Meri sought emotional connection outside her marriage and wound up being deceived. Instead of showing compassion, Kody used the incident as a permanent wedge. He brought it up over and over again, refusing to let it go even years after Meri had apologized and explained how lonely she was. He didn't just withhold forgiveness, he weaponized the past. In the later seasons of Sister Wives, Kody became increasingly dismissive toward Meri, often mocking her emotional needs and making it clear that she held no romantic place in his heart. When asked directly if he wanted to repair the relationship, he scoffed. He told producers and Meri herself that he didn't see a point. That her grieving was her problem. That the marriage was functionally over. It was cold. And for many viewers, it was the moment they knew. Kody had emotionally abandoned Meri long before she ever physically left the relationship. So, with all that heartbreak, all the mistreatment, and all the lost time, are Kody and Meri still friends? The answer is complicated. On one hand, Meri has publicly stated in recent interviews that she has no animosity toward Kody. She said she wishes him well and that she's not angry. But that doesn't mean there's closeness. It means she's finally learned to let go without holding on to bitterness. In fact, during the season 18 tell-all, Meri admitted that she and Kody don't really talk, but she emphasized that she's not looking for friendship with someone who never showed up for me when it mattered. It was a chilling line, not cruel but honest. Meri's hurt runs deeper than a breakup. It's betrayal from someone she once trusted with her entire future. Kody, for his part, has shown little remorse. He's admitted that Meri's presence used to drain him and that he couldn't fake romantic feelings anymore. He said on camera that he felt relief when Meri decided to walk away. And yet, curiously, he's also claimed that he hopes they can be on good terms someday, a vague and rather tone-deaf admission after years of emotional neglect. So, where does that leave them now? They're not enemies. They're not lovers. And they're certainly not best friends. If anything, they're estranged exes who share history and maybe the occasional business conversation, but little else. Meri has since focused her energy on her Airbnb business, her motivational speaking career, and even her rumored new relationship. Kody remains tethered to Robin, clinging to whatever remains of his once sprawling family. And while Kody may not admit it, Meri's departure stripped him of something deeper, the foundation of the Brown family itself. She was the one who started it all. She was the one who made the sacrifices first. And her final exit symbolized more than just the end of a marriage. It was the crumbling of the original dream. In a way, Meri has gained more than she lost. She found peace, clarity, and purpose outside the toxic cycle of hoping Kody would love her again. And that's what makes this story so powerful. The woman who was once hurt the most is now the one healing the fastest. Meri Brown reveals why she isn't taking the blame for her and Robin's falling out. I was always loyal, even when it hurt. In a surprising emotional turn that left Sister Wives fans stunned, Meri Brown is finally speaking out about the deep rift between her and Robin Brown, the sister wife she once considered her closest ally. For years, viewers watched as Meri and Robin formed a bond unlike any other within the Brown family. They were roommates, confidants, and often appeared united while the rest of the family fractured. But now, that once unshakable connection is shattered, and Meri wants the world to know she won't take the blame for what happened. In her own words, I was always loyal, even when it hurt, but that loyalty was never returned. Meri's stunning declaration comes after months of online speculation and cryptic social media posts that hinted at growing tension between the two women. But the reality, as Meri finally reveals in a raw and brutally honest conversation, is far more painful than anyone guessed. According to Meri, the breakdown of her relationship with Robin wasn't caused by one single moment, but by a pattern, a long string of small betrayals, silent withdrawals, and, ultimately, abandonment. At first, I didn't even realize how distant she had become, Meri said, referring to Robin. She was always good at playing both sides. She could make me feel seen and valued, but then turn around and defend Kody's actions that completely destroyed me. It's no secret that Robin and Kody have remained tightly bonded as the other marriages fell apart, with Christine, Janelle, and eventually Meri all leaving. While Robin has often cried on camera about the family breaking apart, Meri is now challenging that narrative. It's easy to cry when you're not the one being abandoned, Meri said. But where were those tears when I was sitting alone, waiting for Kody to show up for me? Where was Robin when I needed support, not as a co-wife, but as a friend? Meri insists that while she stood by Robyn during some of her hardest moments, from the backlash of joining the family to the struggle of integrating her kids into the Brown dynamic, Robyn didn't offer that same support in return. The emotional imbalance, she says, became impossible to ignore. And, perhaps the most cutting revelation? Meri believes Robyn chose Kody over her, even as Kody himself publicly disrespected and emotionally discarded Meri. She made her choice, Meri said. She chose to protect her marriage over standing up for what was right. That's not what sisterhood looks like to me. Fans may recall that even as Kody told the world he no longer had a romantic relationship with Meri and had no intention of repairing it, Robyn remained eerily silent. She never stood up for Meri, never questioned Kody's harsh treatment, and never once publicly validated Meri's pain. Behind the scenes, Meri reveals that silence was even louder. There was a point when I stopped calling, stopped texting. I wanted to see if she'd reach out, Meri admitted. Weeks went by. Then months. Nothing. That's when I knew the friendship I thought we had was one-sided. Even more shocking, Meri claims that Robyn began avoiding her altogether after she announced she was officially leaving the plural marriage. According to Meri, Robyn's tone changed drastically. She went from crying and begging the family to stay together to acting like I was just another woman walking away. That hurt the most. I expected Kody to react that way, but Robyn? I thought she cared. But perhaps Meri's most powerful stance in this new era of independence is her refusal to carry guilt for something she didn't cause.